Have you ever witnessed a bad speaker or presentation? After attending and listening to thousands of speakers and presentations, I've realized that there are very few that actually captivate the audience's attention. There are very few that actually tell compelling stories, and there are very few that actually add value and solve problems. Let's face facts. Many speakers and presenters are boring. Very few are able to master the art of what I call alchemy, where they captivate and influence the audience. After studying many of the speeches and the speech writers, I have realized that there is an art and a science behind many of the greatest speeches in history. One of my mentors, Nancy Duarte, the script writer for Al Gore's An Inconvenient Truth, the Academy Award-winning documentary on climate change, also discovered and influenced my learning when she discovered that there is an overlap between Dr. Martin Luther King Jr.'s I Have a Dream speech and Steve Jobs' iPhone launch. There is an art and a science to delivering a great presentation. Business leaders who master their communication and presentation skills become more influential. Sharing your message or your business's message will influence your clients. Sharing your message or your business's message will make you a market influencer. However, ego and self-doubt often gets in the way of people wanting to share their message and become more influential. Simon Sinek, the author of Start With Why, says people don't buy what you do, they buy why you do it. This is why being the authentic you really matters. Every presentation requires a great structure. Having a great structure to your presentation allows you to deliver it with clarity, with confidence, and with certainty. Clarity of your message is vital so it is memorable. Certainty is delivered through your eyes and ensures that your message lands with your audience. Sharing your message using powerful stagecraft will resonate with your audience. One of the most valuable lessons I've ever learned in delivering a message from stage is that it's not about you. It is all about your audience. You can become a great communicator and a great presenter by learning these skills. This is a learnt skill. It is when you become vulnerable, share who you really are, share the real you. That is when you really connect with your audience. When you connect with your audience, you are able to transport them back in time and have them in the scene, right next to you, right with you. Don't retell the story, relive your story. Qualified feedback is the key to mastering your communication and your influence. Quality feedback is often what you don't want to hear, but more importantly, it's what you need to hear. Business and personal growth happens when you learn how to communicate to your audience. When you start to share and solve the problems of your audience, that is when you deliver value and have real influence on your audience. Great presentations build great connections and builds greater influence. The skill of speaking to many and having greater influence can happen in workshops with your executive team, with your sales teams, or with your customer service teams. The end result will be transformational. Now, that is the feedback that we have received from clients who have transformed their presentation skills and become more influential.
If you want to upgrade your ability to communicate, to influence, and to lead, then I couldn't recommend anyone more highly than Warren Tate.
Taught me quite a lot as far as communication is concerned. We got him here to the Sunshine Coast to do a full day event, and it changed my life as far as delivering to audiences, delivering to people at elevators, even as far as delivering to people at a booth.
Working with C-suite executives at IBM, tech startups, and professional speakers, I unlock the power of influence. I have shown them how the art and the science comes together and forms alchemy, making magic happen and bringing moments of gold to their presentation. I have realized that using the methods used to write Academy Award-winning documentaries launching the iPhone, and some of the world's greatest speeches can be used by leaders of business every single day. The challenge is, how can one person deliver such outstanding results? How can I transform people to be great presenters? As a world certified speaking coach, international best-selling author, and lead facilitator at the Speakers Institute, I have conducted over 1,500 presentations and workshops, and I will personally work with you and your teams to help transform their communication and presentation skills for influence. I take ownership in every single individual that I work with. I deliver crucial feedback. I transform people. Alchemy happens because there is no one-size-fits-all solution. My individual approach works.